Greetings to everyone watching this video today. Today, you will finally learn how to create your own images in Midjourney. You all know that Midjourney is able to recognize printed text and convert it into images. This text is called prompt. Exactly how to create a prompt is what this video will be about. I will show you how to use commands to create your images. I will also show you commands such as describe and blend. The describe command will help generate a prompt based on the reference you give Midjourney. The blend command indicates that we want to create mixes of two images. With these commands, you'll be able to modify your images. I can't forget how difficult it was for me to master Midjourney, but as I studied, everything became clear and understandable. And today, I'm delighted to share this knowledge with you. All right, let's get to work. Go into Discord. Click the Midjourney icon. We can create our images in any room that starts with the words newbies. The number of digits doesn't matter. In my case, newbies 190. All Midjourney users actively create their generation right here. To start creating your image in this field, we need to call the imagine command. To do this, type / and the list of commands offered for work will open in front of us. We choose imagine. You can do it by typing manually. To check how the Midjourney neural network works, let's, for example, enter the following query: dinosaur in a spacesuit on the moon. You need to press enter on your keyboard to continue. In a few seconds, we'll see the image we created. I click on the images with my mouse to view them. We can also view them in a browser, so we have the option to download them to our computer. To do this, click on Open in Browser. That's pretty good. I like both the second and third image. Let me explain to you how to find out where the second image is and where the third image is. To do this, we use the buttons below. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 indicates the arrangement of the images clockwise. U stands for upscale. That is, you can get the image in any format. If you want to view the third image separately in upscale, press the button, for example, U3. If you want to modify the fourth image, press the V4 button. You will be shown 4 more options, but based on this particular image. Everything works, but I wouldn't recommend creating your own images in common rooms. There are too many participants, and it is very easy to get confused in this abundance. So we will work on our own separate server. In the second video lesson, entitled Midjourney, Step-by-Step Educational Course, Video 2, Settings and Creating Server. I have already explained how to create your own server. The link to that is in the description of that video. So, let's go to the room of our server. Let's create the same image that we created in the shared room. As you can see, the same image that we created a few minutes ago. Since we are writing prompts, we should know that a prompt should consist of a main idea and additional parameters. The main parameter is the object. It can be a person, an animal, a landscape, or, for example, a building or a transport. Next, we have to specify type of lighting, background colors, the size of the frame, what should be the close of the object. In additional parameters, we specify those details that will help the neural network to understand what you want from it. Let's think of an idea for the prompt. Let's imagine a girl with green hair watering flowers. We use a slash to invoke the imagine command. In the prompt line, we type in the girl with green hair watering flowers. Let's just check what Midjourney will give us first, without elaboration. At this point, we have no control over the lighting, the angles of the frame, or the girl's clothes. We have almost no control at all. And this is what Midjourney gives us: animated style. We basically did not specify any parameters, except for the girl with green hair who is watering flowers. But Midjourney still produced the desired result. How do we explain Midjourney to the bot to make it do what we want it to do? For beginner users, I suggest using a mind map for creating prompts. It is very handy and helps to understand what we want and how to modify the prompts. Somewhere improving them, somewhere adding or removing something. I will definitely leave you a link to download Mind Map. Here you can specify different parameters. Frame granularity. For example, extreme close-up or just close-up. Camera angle. For example, a high-angle shot or a ground-level view. Object. For example, intricate woman, fluffy cat. Clothing. Vintage, fashion. If you specify a director, for example, then Midjourney will already understand what you want it to do. Filmic quality. For example, the lighting used by the director or artist. By the way, the director or artist specified in the prompt gives a lot of weight to the generation results, because it knows what style of film the famous directors shoot in. You can also supplement the prompt with some specific words and watch how the generation changes to see if you like it or not. You will learn how to use a mind map in my further explanations. So let's return to Discord. So we've settled on having our girl with green hair watering flowers. We've also taken a look at how the first and second images appear. Now let's see what variations of the girl from the fourth image will look like. To do this, let's press the V4 button. Here's what we've got. Let's try to diversify our images and make them more cinematic. Let's specify in the prompt, for example, cinematic HBO. And also soft studio lighting. The outcome should shift towards cinematic quality and interesting lighting. Look what we got. As you can see, by adding just a few parameters, we have a completely different image. Let's experiment a little more. Let's try specifying golden hour in the lighting. Copy. Take out cinematic HBO. Paste golden hour. Also specify the director, Wes Anderson. add Wes Anderson. Press Enter. As you can see, golden hour lighting is responsible for the sunny lighting, and you can see from the color that this is Wes Anderson's style. I like the fourth image. I wonder what options Midjourney can show. Very beautiful. Let's experiment some more and see how the image changes depending on the prompt. Now let's try how the image changes depending on the camera angle. Let's use the GoPro shot. As you can see, specifying the GoPro shot parameter has a big impact on the wide-angle shot. I suggest changing the lens parameters to 35mm. And also specify the aesthetic perspective. These are the results we got. I like it a lot already. It's as aesthetically pleasing and beautiful as possible, especially the color correction. In the color correction, I would point out the cinematic film look. Agree with me that it turned out very beautiful. Now let's try for the sake of interest to change the atmosphere to a very gloomy one. For this, we can remove golden hour and Wes Anderson. We keep the lens and change the weather conditions. Let's select rainy day. We specify the genre. For example, horror. Press Enter. As you can see, how it affected the result of the generation. There appeared some dullness and honored absolutely atmosphere. In this way, you can diversify the prompt. Changing some parameters, adding and changing something, gradually approach the results you like more. We can add, for example, vintage dress for a girl. Also specify the camera angle, for example, ground level view. Now we have our girl in vintage dress. As you can see, Midjourney has dressed up our girl according to our request. Let's try the rapture for interest by specifying neon and see what happens. By the way, with the addition of neon, we also got quite interesting results. You could, for example, try adding the name of some film director. Ryan Murphy came to my mind. I think, combined with horror, it would give us an interesting result. There. We've got just such a detailed desired generation. There are a few more modifier chips we can add to get even closer to the desired result. For this purpose, there are generation parameters, which are put at the very end of the text prompt, inserting 2 hyphens with 1 parameter at the beginning. We are already familiar with generation parameters, since at the beginning I set the Style Raw modifier to make the images better and of higher quality. There's also a parameter that changes the format of the image. For example, I like the generations that Midjourney gives me, but I would like them to be not in square format, but, for example, in 16:9 format. To do this, at the end of the prompt, we write 2 letters, A and R, through 2 hyphens. They are the ones responsible for the format of the image. After that, we write any number that we need, for example, 16:9. Press Enter. Our images are now in 16:9 format. Now the images look even more cinematic. There is one more interesting parameter, which is responsible for stylization. We write 2 hyphens and then add the letter S. That means stylization. After the letter S, we write a number. By default, when we don't specify this parameter, Midjourney generates an image with a value of 100. A value of 100 gives us the most standard generation, but you could, for example, prescribe 500. The higher the stylization value, the better and more detailed the result will be. Press Enter. There is another setting that simplifies the creation process. It's the negative background parameter. Suppose you don't want any windows in the images that might be distracting. Just add 2 hyphens and list everything you don't want in the photo. For example, no windows. Press Enter. At our request, Midjourney no longer depicts windows for us. By practicing and creating hundreds of images, you will master this tool and learn to craft your prompts more sensitively. You will understand which words and additions influence the specific outcome. I would also like to share a way of generating prompts using images of other users. For example, since the logo of my YouTube channel is an owl, I wanted to see what kind of owl images I could get. I want to understand what kind of prompt I need to generate it. Download the image to your computer. Next, we need the command, describe. We put a slash, then choose Describe. I select Image and find the saved picture. We're prompted to upload photos here. Press Enter. Midjourney gives us 4 prompts that it thinks might be suitable. We can click on a particular prompt that we like better or just check each one. We check which prompt is more suitable for this generation. Let's try to see how each of them will look in order. On the first prompt, Midjourney gave us pictures like this. Very interesting, by the way. This way, we can find out what prompts Midjourney uses to create various variations based on just one image we provided. We can recognize prompts by sending the bot our references. Let's see what we've got. This is the original image. And here is the first variation. This is the second variation. This is the third variation. And here is the fourth one. Also, at the very beginning of this video, I mentioned a function called blend. With blend, we can combine completely different images together. Here we are asked to attach two images to be merged. Let's combine something that is completely incongruous. For example, a dinosaur and a cute yawning kitten. Let's create such an image. As you remember, any function is called with a slash. We type in blend. The option to choose two images appears. We select one by one the necessary images. Press Enter. I'm really excited to see what happens, and this is what the bot came up with. If cats lived 1,000,000 years ago, they must have been like this. All right, we've covered a command like describe, also the blend command. Now let me share with you a very convenient way to find the best prompts right on the Midjourney website. To do this, you need to go to the Midjourney website. After logging in, go directly to the Explore section on the main page and enter the topic or idea you are interested in into the search box. For example, an artist drawing by an easel. Then we can choose what we like the most. For example, I like this image. I click on it and I can view the prompt. I like it and I can copy it. I go back to Discord and try to create my image already. It doesn't look at all like what I was expecting. Let's go back to Midjourney. Let's look for something else. This carpenter, for example. Although he's not an artist, I like the illustration. I copy this prompt and go back to Discord. Again, it doesn't look at all similar. I'll tell you what the reason is. The first reason is that Discord is set to the previous version of the model in the settings. Let's go to Settings and select the latest version. And the second reason is Discord understands English language best of all. As we can see, this prompt is in a foreign language. I think it's Italian. Let's see what we can come up with. It's getting better already, but still not quite there yet. I'll ask ChatGPT for help with the translation. ChatGPT responds saying it can assist me. After a few seconds, I receive the translation. Let's enter the same prompt, but already in English. As you can see, we got a great result. Friends, I highly recommend you to learn new tools. Don't be afraid to try and change something. Make Midjourney your assistant, with the help of which you will be able to realize ideas that you used to put off for some reason. I hope this has been helpful. I'll say goodbye to you and see you in the next video.